Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? How have you been all the way since we left one another, my dear friends, my dear colleagues? How do you do? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Kohera Senior once more. Back to you, my dear friends. Wanting and wishing to know how you are since we left one another. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you, my organic friends, my organic subscribers, for surely you are standing with me. I love you. I love you. I say I love you. Sincerely, I'm very much grateful to you people, my friends, for actually standing with me by my side. Thank you very much. The last video was a question to my dear ex-wife whether it was true that she could practice witches. That one to me, up to now, is a mystery because, for one, Esther is a professional teacher. She's a professional qualified teacher who trained. For two, Esther being a professional teacher, she has taught so many children of the people, so many children have passed through her hands, and I believe so many of them have gotten jobs somewhere elsewhere, because it is very long since we started teaching, I and her. That is back 1985, 86, 87, up to now. Esther is in service. So sometimes when I defend her, you people, don't think that I should not be biased. I said, let us sometimes call a spade, but not a big spoon. So by saying that she, at her old stage or her old age, she can turn to be a witch, I don't know. That one will always go to the neighbors, always go to people who are very close to her. And for me, it can be a wonder. It can be very wonderful that Esther can actually decide to demolish the children she taught. I believe most of the Nyabohanse youth, if not you, somebody somewhere also has been taught by Esther in the primary level. So, I don't know, Esther, you have not answered me whether it was true. And I'm yet to know that. But if it was true, I advised you to stop that. That is a very bad behavior, especially to a professional and especially to a person who goes to church, a mother of the church. It can be so unique and so queer if it is true, if at all it is true. Up to now, I am not convinced. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before I go to the major content for today, may I wish each and every one of you, a happy Valentine Day. Sisters from USA, sisters from UK, sisters from Kenya, sisters from Nigeria, gentlemen from USA, gentlemen from UK, gentlemen from Kenya, gentlemen from Nigeria. Happy Valentine Day to each one of you. I hope you enjoyed. And for me, I did not do anything to Sarah because I'm still waiting for the, maybe if God wishes at the end of the month, I may start earning. So I promise next year, if we are all going on, we shall we shall have a good video of Valentine Day. The day I said Sarah had gone to Uganda, one of my beloved sisters advised me to actually share with her a Valentine Day, which is today. But my sister, I'm sorry, I did not do that because I was not financially very okay. But I believe as we move ahead, I will do that to Sarah. Okay, now, my dear sisters and brothers, my ladies and gentlemen, there is something I want us now to share today. So many of my subscribers and friends have asked me a question whether I am the father of Winnie. Today, let me brief you and briefly give you an overview about the issue so that some people, so many people are asking me about Winnie and where is Winnie and how was Winnie. I said when I was giving my biography, ladies and gentlemen, that in our culture, when you marry, when you decide to love a girl, when your heart tells you that this is the girl I'm going to marry for good, this is the love of my life. Whether that girl has a child, whether that girl has no child, you have decided to love her. So when I loved my dear ex-wife, she had a baby child, a baby girl, and that was Winnie. So by doing that, I dedicated my heart to Winnie as my daughter, my traditional and cultural daughter, though not my biological daughter. So up to now, Winnie is my daughter. Winnie is my daughter. Winnie was the firstborn for Esther. Marwa was the firstborn for me. So Marwa is a follower to Winnie. When I married my wife, Winnie came. She came with Winnie. We started life. That is when actually she conceived Marwa's pregnancy. And Winnie was named our ancestral names. Her official names are Ruby, that is Ruby Kohera. Winnie is Ruby. As I had told you that in our culture, in female names, we have three. We have Ruby, we have Gati, and we have Boke. So Winnie was Ruby Kohera. And the ancestral name was Mekere. Mekere, that is her name. This Mekere is my father's mother. My father's mother. So Winnie, in another way around, is my grandmother from my paternal side. Winnie Mekere is my father's mother. So that was the name. So, ladies and gentlemen, so we lived until when now things started changing, and now my wife uh, decided to leave me. So she went with the two children, that is Mekere or Robi, and Marwa, that is Sensor. Marwa, Marwa was the first born name for a boy in our culture. I told you we have Marwa, we have Chacha, and we have Muita. So Marwa, Robi was the first born girl, Marwa was the first born boy. So that was to be my family. So things fell apart. Things fell apart, and there I am up to now. So my wife went. She was taken by my partner, as I always address him, because we are all shareholders. I'm a shareholder of two children, and I don't know whether he is also a shareholder of these of two children. I have a son and a daughter, and I believe he also has a son and a daughter. Okay, so they went, they started life. I have explained. My wife decided to run away with a gentleman up to Nyabohanse. At Nyabohanse, as you had even Ernest confirming, she took a loan and she bought from his grandfather. She bought a land there and they started constructing. And I remember I had told you that my partner had no job. My partner had no job. My partner was a personal guard to my wife, was a personal worker to my wife. So I explained his services to my wife. Everyone understood. So here it came and they started life there. Now the issue now is my two children were mistreated. My two children were mistreated in a way or another. I think if you follow so closely, you can also confirm from Maro that when he was hurt, his eye, the gentleman was around, but he said Maro was pretending. And I had told you that he was very brutal to him. He even used to deny him food. He used to hang his legs upside down like a bat. So he became so roaring, he became so harsh, up to where now it remained Esther's duty to make sure that the two children can survive. So you can see now how the survival was and where Maro is. But now my big question is, where is Winnie? Where is Winnie? Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember, when Masubo interrogated me, I told him that sometimes back those years, I was just at home here, and I just abruptly received the policemen having a Land Cruiser, came to my home, started interrogating me that I had abducted that young girl, Winnie, that they had proper information that I had abducted Winnie, which actually was a surprise to me. I had nothing to do with Winnie. I had not seen her. And since I told you that since my father advised me not to cause chaos, remember, that is what I told you. Remember, I said I was not a coward, but I was advised by my father not to cause chaos. Chaos could not bring any peace. So there, they interrogated me. I told them no. I don't know the whereabouts of the lady. So they understood me and they went back. So it means this young girl was trying to escape and reach my home, but she was intercepted by her mother. I don't know where she got. Later on, I heard she was seriously coming, looking for her father's home, but she was intercepted. I don't know where they got her. And they took her back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this young girl was around 13, 14 years. I believe that time she was in class 8, standard 8. We call it standard 8 here. That is when now it is, she had done her KCPE. KCPE means Kenya Certificate of Primary Education, which could qualify her to go to high school. But imagine this gentleman of mine frustrated that young girl until he married her off. Winnie was forcibly married to anybody. In fact, up to now, I don't know that anybody. I understand she was forced, she was chased from home. I don't know for what reason, because of that normal brutality. Then she ran away. Somebody somewhere might have collected her on the way crying, and then he went and made her his wife at a very tender age of 14 years, imagine. And since that time, I have not heard of my daughter. I've been told that Mr. Gentleman went and took 3 cows from her home. I don't know, around there. I don't know, Tarawiti or I don't know what. Kiaburui. I'm told a lot of stories. Now, they sold her like a slave. They took dowry. They sold and squandered the money. Now, my complaint is, why is it that it is only Winnie who never went beyond primary level? Why didn't they take this young girl to secondary school? Why? Somebody's trying to tell me that, okay, you see, Ondari has educated his children. Why did he neglect my child? Because once you love a girl, love even the child. How do you love only a fruit and hate the fruit, the tree? Why do you only eat? Why do you only love Esther and you hate the child? Why did you marry this young girl off forcibly when she was too young? Surely. Why do you claim that, okay, your children are educated minus her? That's why I'm always saying that even Mara is by chance. And that is why sometimes I thank Esther. Esther must have stood by Mara. But why didn't she also stand by Winnie? Another question is, okay, the other children have been opened YouTube. They are excelling, they are traveling, they are getting money. Why didn't they open YouTube for Winnie so that she can also earn? Why neglect? Why should you neglect? Why did you, Mr. Gentleman, why did you neglect her and you ate the dowry? Why? No, that is very inhuman. Ladies and gentlemen in YouTube, that is actually a very high, it is a very big mistake of segregation. Okay, Let me now come that Kohera children were two, Maro and Winnie. Yours are two, you know them. Why did you educate yours all alone and Maro by chance and then neglected the other daughter? Why? So that is why I'm advising this gentleman that he should now start packing slowly, because it is now high time that he also goes to his family and see where his beloved wife was laid. My friend, never think that Nyabohans is yours. Your home is at Nyamaya. And I'm telling you, in good faith, your community should come and take you there. Because the way you did it to my children is very inhuman. This young boy was crying that she has been, and you are there telling him that he is pretending. It is very bad. Ladies and gentlemen, let me stop there. But now, I want you to ask these people, where is Winnie? Where is she? And why didn't they take her to school? Why? Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, may I still urge you to subscribe, comment, like, and share my video, and ask that person, uh, ask that gentleman that question. Why did he segregate this? And that was actually child abuse. It is a very, very big mistake. It's a very, very big crime to marry off a young girl at a tender age of 14 years. Otherwise, thank you very much. May God bless you.